Ever since PopCap blessed us with Plants vs. Zombies back in 2009, I have asked just one thing. What is the best plant in Plants vs. Zombies? Like, sure, Melon Pult is great and Cobb Cannon is an absolute unit, but what if the zombies suddenly give up one day and, just want to have a dance party like they did at the end of PvZ1? When it's all said and done, what plants just make the most sense? With over 50 plants, this would be a long question to ask and answer, so I've taken the liberty of cutting it down to a very select group of plants that just make sense, and I've also picked out a few that just make no sense at all. So get ready to soil your plants because here we go. Sunflower! Definitely an easy choice. It can sing, it composes music, and it's always bursting with joy. Super adorable. It's even friend-sized. Honestly, how can anybody say no to owning a sunflower? Oh my god. Sunflower, look out, that's a fucking missile. Look out, look out, look out! The Peashooters. Despite making up like 10% of the game's roster, I'd be more than willing to let them all inside my humble abode. While they may not be the best, once you unlock more plants, they are super cute and adorable. Practical? Maybe in the event of a robbery, they would be pretty helpful, but I wouldn't really want to pick up a Peashooter if I have access to real weaponry. But I guess in a pinch, a Gatling P would be pretty devastating. Let's just hope they don't sound like the Garden Warfare counterparts, or it's gonna be a long night every night. Torchwood, the companion to the Peashooters. Well, most of them. We don't really talk about the ISP, but Torchwood probably would save me money on like my heat bill. Maybe I could grill on it. Only issue is if I piss it off, it looks like it would beat the shit out of me, and that's kind of scary. So I'm kind of on the fence with this one, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Walnut, he's really good at bowling, despite having no hands. But he is a really good friend to talk to once you crack that shell of his. Yeah. Cattail! Cute, cuddly, and adorable. I would love to go swimming with this cute cattail cutie, man. Just don't eat the forbidden glizzy on his back. My buddy Eric learned the hard way.
I found some wild glizzies.
Alright, there's one more in this category that we'll get to in a little bit, but first I wanted to talk about a few that I thought would be good, or just ones that are downright a no. Magnet Shroom. The pros of having them, you get free metal and other stuff that has metal on it. Cons, you might get arrested for stealing, especially if I take him on a walk. If I take Magnet Shroom on a walk, he's probably going to end up stealing so much shit and then I'm going to have to pay for it. Well, probably not worth it. Spikeweed. Okay, could you imagine stepping on a Lego? Yeah, imagine that, but like probably worse in all honesty. Spike Rock. Cherry Bomb. Could you imagine just having like a pair of cherries in your backyard or something? Like maybe a whole garden of cherries, right? And then all of a sudden, World War III breaks out in your backyard. It's really insane to think about, especially because they're prone to exploding. Explodinating? Yeah, explodinating. Cactus. Even for being in Garden Warfare, she's not a bad pick. It's just, it would be hard to get through that hard, prickly exterior she shows to everybody, And is that soft side she shows really worth it?
I guess we'll never know.
Cobb Cannon. Way too big for Smash Bros. Also, exploding corn. Chomper. He'd be really cool to have, but my only fear is what will happen when I run out of sacrifices for him. And finally, Garlic. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him. He just smells. Alright, cool. My number one pick for a plant to own from Plants vs. Zombies. Marigold. Now hear me out. Alright, this motherfucker literally hooks you up with money, money, money. Cha-ching, baby. I can literally be the Walter White of money without selling drugs. Like, I don't care if it's goofy looking, has buck teeth, I'll tolerate it. It's goofy, it's adorable, and prints money. And there's a lot of marigold variants. It's not just one. There's a ton of them in Zen Gardens. So, in conclusion, Marigold is more than likely the best plant to own from Plants vs. Zombies. There are a lot of good picks, but I just feel that Marigold is the best all-around choice. And yeah, that's it. Catch you next week.